Good day, student. I am Akimboyewa Emmanuel. I welcome you to this multimedia tutorial class for SS1. I would like you to take your pen and paper or your books, if you have any close by, and let's set the ball rolling. Now, the topic we are going to be discussing today is Introduction to Presentation Package. I said again, the topic we are going to be considering today is Introduction to Presentation Package. Now, before we proceed, I would like us to consider our lesson objectives for today. At the end of this lesson, you should know or understand what is a presentation package. At the end of this lesson, students should be able to identify the various examples of a presentation package. Then 3, differentiate between slideshow and animation. Differentiate between slideshow and animation. Those are the lesson objective we have for this class under this particular topic, presentation package. Now, what is presentation package? Let's consider the meaning of presentation package. Presentation package is a computer software that is used to display information in form of a slideshow. And when we talk about presentation package, they are computer programs, they are applications, they are computer software that is used to display information in form of a slideshow. Any computer program, any computer application, any computer software that can be used to display information in form of a slideshow is what we refer to as presentation package. They have a lot of features, some of which are animation, inserting of slide transition, and so on and so forth. So what we are simply saying is any computer program that can be used to display information in form of a slideshow is what we call presentation package. And there are a lot of presentation package which we are going to be looking at during the course of this during the course of this particular software. Now, if you look at your screen there, you can see a diagram there. This diagram basically is Microsoft Word PowerPoint. So this is a typical program we are going to understudy during the course of this lesson. So put in mind, for the purpose of this class, we are going to be using Microsoft PowerPoint as our raw facts, as our value, as a program we are going to be dealing with. So this is the Microsoft PowerPoint interface. When we get there, I will talk more on that. So now that we know what is a presentation package, you have the features right on your screen. Now, what we're simply saying here is before you can consider a program as a presentation package, the program must have these features listed on your screen. Must be able to create a slide, that is creation of a slide, picture insertion, video and audio insertion, animation, slideshow, creating graphics, and creating a chart. Now, these are some of those features a presentation package must have before you can call it a presentation package. If your program doesn't have these features, they might not be a presentation package. So before you can call a program a presentation package, it must have these several functions. And take note, when we talk about slide in Microsoft PowerPoint, we are talking about what we call page. It simply means page is what we call slide. So these are some of the features of a presentation package must be able to create slides, must have the ability to insert pictures, must have ability to insert videos and what and audio, must have the ability to animate objects, text, graphics, must be able to perform what we call slideshow. That talks about the slide transition. They must be able to create graphics, manipulate simple graphics, then creating a what? Creating a chart, either bar chart, either Instagram, either scatter chart, any form of what? Any form of chart. So these are some of those features of a presentation what? Package. So PowerPoint has virtually all these features. Now we have examples of a presentation package. Right on your screen, you can see 10 examples. We have the Macromedia Flash. We have Microsoft PowerPoint. We have the Window Movie Maker. We have the Articulate Presenter. We have the Slide Shack. We have the Slide Share. We have the Visual B. We have the Knowledge Vision, rather, and so on and so forth, including Camtasia Studio. Now, all these are some of the presentation packages we have around, but the common one around now is the Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint. For those that are still familiar with Windows XP and Co., you might still have access to Windows Movie Maker, and if you don't, you can buy the third-party software and install on your system. But Microsoft PowerPoint is common with virtually all programs. So it's the major thing we are going to work considering, as I have told you earlier. So examples of presentation package are what you can see right on your screen. I expect you should be able to mention at least 6 to 7 of these without going through your notes or without going through the video again. If you ask that, what are the examples of a presentation package, you should be able to mention at least 7 out of those items you have on your screen. So these are examples of presentation packages. Now, because I said we are going to be looking at Microsoft PowerPoint as a template, as an example, we need to know how to open the Microsoft PowerPoint. Now, if you are to open your Microsoft PowerPoint, there are 2 ways to open your Microsoft PowerPoint. Basically, there are more than 2. But for the purpose of this class, I'm going to limit myself to 2 ways. Now, we can use the program command, and we can also use the run command. It's very, very easy. Even though if you should close your eyes, you should be able to launch Microsoft PowerPoint by simply following the steps outlined on your computer screen. Now, if I'm to work with program command, basically I will just click on start. Every computer program has a start button right on your desktop environment. You click on start, you locate and click on all program, either Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 8, or any version of Windows you are using. You click on all program, locate and click on Microsoft Office, then locate and click on Microsoft PowerPoint. If you click on start on-prem and you're not seeing Microsoft Office, that means the application is not installed. So you have to talk to your engineer to help you install that particular program. 2, I can also work with run. Now remember, when we work with run, we are trying to work with With shortcut commands. Now for us to open our PowerPoint using the run, you have to go through your start button, you locate and click on run. If you cannot see your run, just hold down your window key on the keyboard and press letter R. Hold down your window key on the keyboard and press letter R. That will display the run dialog box. Then you type in Power PNT. Again, Power PNT. You shorten it, point PNT as a single word. Then you click on OK. Any version of Microsoft Office you have, your system will automatically locate PowerPoint and open it for you. So for the purpose of this class, those are the 2 ways we can open Microsoft PowerPoint, using the program command I'm using the wrong word, using the wrong command. I expect you right now to attempt some of those things you are seeing on your screen if you are not familiar with Microsoft PowerPoint. So you can open that using the run command and also work with the program command. Okay. Then if you open your Microsoft PowerPoint, the next thing we are going to be considering there is creating a slide. Like I said earlier, when we talk about slide, we're talking about what? Page. You're talking about what? Page, slide, not site. That's a typographical error there. Slide, S-L-I-D, slide. A slide can also be called a what? A page in Microsoft PowerPoint. It allows the user to place content into a presentation. That particular place where you lay in your content, where you arrange your presentation is what we call a what? A slide. Some call it page in other applications, but in PowerPoint, we call it what? A slide. S-L-I-D-E. A slide can also be called a page in PowerPoint. It allows the user to place content into a what? Into a presentation. Now, if you open your PowerPoint, the next thing is how do you create a slide? As simple as that. Simply press Ctrl N. That will automatically give you a new what? A new slide. Or you follow the steps right on your what? Screen by clicking on the Home tab, then locate and click on new what? New slide. That will automatically open a new slide where you can lay in your what? Your presentation. Then note, creating a new presentation is different from creating a new what? A new slide. Slide is a combination. You combine different slides together. That gives you what? A presentation. We can say when you combine 2 or 3 slides together, you have a private presentation. What? 1. If you combine another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slides together, you have presentation. What? Presentation 2. So what we're simply saying is creating a new presentation is different from creating a new what? A new slide. If you have to create a new slide, you click on Home tab, then you click on new what? New slide. But if you are to create a new presentation, that means you have to go back to the what? To the file menu, then click on what? New. So there are 2 different things entirely there. So please don't misquote or don't carry them for one another. There are 2 different what? Entity, but they are in the same what? In the same application. It's as if creating a new page and creating a new what? A new document. They look alike, but they are not the same thing. So to create a new slide, just press Ctrl M right on your keyboard, or you work with the instruction on your what? On your screen. That will create a new slide for you. Then the next thing there is the animation. Animation is a method in which pictures are manipulated to appear as moving images. The ability of it to apply effects to content in your presentation and for them to begin to move, crop, or perform 1 or 2 effects is what we call what? Animation. The text can be bouncing, the text can come in from the left, can come in from the right, can come from the bottom, and can, depending on your work, on your setting, on the kind of setting you decide or the effect you decide to work with. So it's a method in which pictures are manipulated, not only pictures, text, objects, graphics are manipulated to appear as what? As moving what? Moving images, applying effects to the content of what you have on your screen is what we call what? Animation. Then you have the step right on the what? On your screen. Highlight the required text, picture, or objects. Highlight by clicking on it. Click on the animation tab, locate and click on custom animation. Then click on add effect to select your effect there. Then click on mouse click or automatically what? After you have highlighted the text or object, you click on your animation tab, locate and click on add effect. Pick your effect from there. You have a lot of effects there. You pick anyone you think suits the kind of presentation you're working with. Then click on mouse. If you want that thing to work by when you click on your mouse, or if you want automatically, like what I'm currently working with now is being set on mouse click. It doesn't work automatically. I'm not creating an advert, so I don't need to set those things automatically. Am I correct now? So a method in which pictures or objects are being manipulated to appear as moving objects is what we call what? Animation. And you have the steps right on your what? On your screen. Then also we have what we call the slide what? The slideshow. Now I want to talk about slideshow. A slideshow is a presentation of series of images on a projection screen or electronic what? Device, usually in a pre-arranged order. Currently, I'm working with a slideshow. Ability of your slide to now come in sequentially, the way you've arranged them, is what we call what? Slideshow. That ability, that process in which your slide start coming in one after the what? One after the other. The way you've arranged them, the way you have programmed them, the way you've set them, is what we call slideshow. They might change automatically at an interval, or they can be what? They can be manual. It depends on your what? On the kind of presentation you are doing. Then you have the steps right on your what? On your screen. You click on the slide, you click on the required slide, that is, select that particular slide you want to deal with, then click on the slideshow menu. Click to make any necessary changes from the display what? From the display option. You have a lot of options there, so you are free to pick any. Currently now, you cannot see any menu or right on my screen. I am working with the slideshow what? With the slideshow pattern. Every other menu will be hidden. You will not what? You will not see them. You see your presentation on what? On full what? On full screen. This is the slideshow what? The slideshow template. Then the conclusion is presentation packages are becoming useful daily. They are helping us to enhance our presentation during meetings, seminars, and workshops. PowerPoint can be used for meeting, or let me say presentation package for meeting purpose, for seminars, for workshops. Some churches even use them now to project, to add content to what is going on during the work, during the service, and for people to work, to see right on the multimedia screen or on the what? On the projector. Some people use TV. So basically, presentation packages are becoming very, very what? Important. They are helping you to know how to coordinate your meetings, your slides, your workshops, your seminar, and so on and what? And so forth. So basically, presentation package is different from word processors. So they might come as an entity because they are all Microsoft Office, but they are not what? They are not the same thing. They are not the same. And take note, this program we are talking about, Microsoft PowerPoint in Code, was developed by Microsoft what? Corporation. It comes with your Microsoft Excel, Access, PowerPoint, Word, Visio, Front Page, OneNote, Outlook, and so on and so forth. But basically, PowerPoint is for what? Is for presentation. So any computer program that can be used to create a presentation is what we refer to as a presentation what? Presentation package. Presentation what? Package. They allow us to manipulate, they allow us to add effects, they allow us to add animation to the content of what we have on the screen, so that those objects or the text can, take one or two what effect, either crawl, either disappear, either bounce, either swap, either random, saturation, and lot of what? Of effects. So basically, presentation programs are becoming part of our daily life, just like the word processing also is becoming part of our life. So to create a what? A presentation. And presentation, like we said like there, is the combination of what? Of different what? Of different slides. If you have any question concerning this notes or this lecture, you can send a message to me through the WhatsApp platform, or you send a message to the school site down to my own site or to my page. I'll be willing and ready to assist and enlighten you more. You can also check for more details from your Google, or you go through your textbooks for further clarity. And I hope by the time you do one or two out of what I've mentioned now, you should be able to handle and manipulate a presentation parameter in your own little way. You can what? You can do it. Once again, I remain Akimboyewa Emmanuel. Stay safe. See you next class. Thank you.